The job is accepted, and you find yourself finding different places with different pieces of information based on the Corbett house. You bump into old friends in the library, reminiscing about the good old days of your university, learning the parapsychology. Now, what other mysteries may you find hidden beneath these pages? Yes, the library is now closed. It's about 10 o'clock in the evening. There's, unless you want to go to the house, everywhere else unfortunately would be closed, or if you want to get a good night's sleep, choice is yours.
Well, I don't unfortunately have my lantern on me.
Oh no. About what do I got? Oh, let me show you this really cool thing that they just got. Okay, check this out. And I flashlight with batteries.
And I lean in to look at it as you do that. And I'm
oh my god! Like, check this out, and I immediately blind her with one of those old halogen bulbs.
But again, like
the noise that the doctor makes when he's stunned.
Again, if you wanna obviously spend the night at home and wake up in the morning and carry on for investigating, that's also perfectly fine.
I'm down for a late night stroll if you are, Rosemary.
Oh, I don't know. There's usually ruffians out here. No, yeah, it's
Well, with brains like mine and brawn like yours, what could go possibly wrong? I didn't say possibly.
You do sound like you need some sleep there, Ruby. Have you had a long day?
Yes. I've had to use my tinkering thinking box. It has been a rough one.
Yes, I see.
Goodness. Thank you for all your help, Miss Terrence.
No worries.
You be safe getting home now.
I will. I'm just gonna hop into my car.
What? You have a car?
I do.
Yes.
It's an old, banged-up truck from back in the war. You see.
Don't let her get hold of it. She'll be making it in some kind of flower.
Oh, I can. Hey, listen. You know the bench seat, and it's really hard. Listen, what I can do is I can make a cushion. I put that right up in there.
Oh, that sounds lovely, actually.
Yeah. And hey, you know, I've been experimenting with my beading for the embroidery. I'm thinking, what if we had big beads, okay? And then you put them on the back where you sit while you're driving, okay? And you have a nice beaded chair, right?
Oh.
Good for your back.
How is it now? Oh, okay.
I do want to apologize. Maybe I should apologize at the start of the recording. This accent is going everywhere.
You don't have to do an accent if you don't want to.
Well, it's a bit late now.
If you wanted to enhance your
Captain America, she's fine.
If you want to enhance your role-playing experience, then by all means, you can.
I would try, but I don't think I can pull off that accent.
You don't have to do an American accent either.
Well, here's the thing: is that I've gone from Boston to Brooklyn to fucking New Jersey, so I don't really know what's going on with the accent.
Where you at?
Okie dokie. So yes, once you lose a fifth of that, bad things will happen.
Oh no.
Yeah. So heading back to your, do you share an apartment or do you have your own apartments?
We can have our own. We don't have to share if you'd rather have your own space.
I had my backstory written down in that she does have a home income that she's paying towards. So, I mean, I could say, yeah, recently divorced.
Recently divorced. Ruby renting a room from me or something.
That'd be really cute if so, but like it doesn't have to. We can have separate apartments.
I mean, I'm happy if you're happy to kind of it be like, I'm renting like perhaps your attic or your basement where I do my studying.
Hear me out on this one. What if we lived in a women's block?
Ooh,
right?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
like that?
Is that okay with you?
Hey, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I'm
happy clarification for a women's block. Or are you okay?
I'll manage. It's not necessary for the plot kind of thing.
It's not
really,
a long explanation, but it'll help if you kind of a general idea of what a woman's block was.
Yeah, go on then. For the people at home, what is
for the people at home? A women's block or a block where all the together is usually a place that had very strict coming and going times, was usually run by like a kind of matriarchal figure, and it was to keep the ladies safe, to prevent gentlemen callers from coming around, and it was, I would assume, fair to their rent and their conditions.
Yeah, so it was basically a safe haven for women, especially unwedded or recently divorced women. You know,
Like,
it was a
single
safe
ladies.
haven. Yeah.
Imagine just the women's only carts in like trains and shit.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say you'll head back there. You spent a good night's sleep. Unless you guys want to do something beforehand.
I will probably rest, I won't lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I might listen to the radio a little bit, but to bed after.
Yeah.
Oh, you should listen to that white noise. It's lovely and soothing.
Oh, honey, you haven't. No, that's what happens when they stop playing the broadcast. You have to turn it off at that point.
Oh, God, I thought it was a relaxation station.
Oh, Ruby, honey.
Okay, so good night's sleep is in order. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Where do you want to go?
That's a late start. A late start.
Unless
8 o'clock.
Are you kidding? What time do you want to wake up?
8 o'clock would have been very late, so maybe like
Yeah, we're up at 5, man.
6-ish?
7, 6, yeah.
We've got to put our makeup on, we've got to do our hair, we've got to make sure we've got everything we need.
And make sure my bloomers are ironed.
And cook breakfast as well, don't forget. Like we didn't skip breakfast back in the 20s. We were very mindful.
Very
there was no egg. There was no
Very
egg
Debbie
and
Moore.
bacon. Debbie Moore, what a lovely lady.
Oh yeah, I met her the other week. She's great. Sorry, kidding.
All right. Yeah. Where do you guys want to head to? Do you want to head back to the library, or we got the Hall of Records, or the neighborhood?
Do you think we've got enough? Do you think that like 4 handouts?
I would like a few more handouts before we dive in there. Personally, just for this, if you look at the amount of like bad things that have happened in this one place, especially for what my, my career is, I'm looking at that like, I'm not saying it could be suspicious, but it's definitely hitting the marks of this is not a fakery.
Yes. So because of this, is there any chance, if we go back to the library, that we would be allowed to do occult rolls as well? Like, you obviously you can say no, but like it's I'm just wondering.
Oh yeah, it's under your discretion, obviously, but
yeah, I'm just wondering.
Let's head back to the library.
Okay. Because Rosemary's whole thing is that she's got a little she looks a little bit of the occult. She likes that kind of thing. But that doesn't mean you'd necessarily find it in a public library without like getting arrested for having like some weird cult material.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's not a cult. It says on it family.
Oh yeah,
it's family.
So you can give me a library use, or if you want, you can do an occult.
I want to risk it.
I will also risk it.
Okay, let's try it. Let's do it.
I'm gonna
Just
treat
a regular?
yeah. A regular success.
Okay, so wait. 4 points of 80 luck. Can I risk? It's less than 5, so it feels like I could risk it.
What are you trying to gather?
Success. I want to win.
No, but with your occult roll, what are you trying to ascertain?
Oh, if all these disasters, illnesses, blah 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 blah, I want to know if it's a conspiracy, or if it's a poisoned well that everyone keeps drinking out of because they're stupid. Like that's.
And I want to know if my dice are cursed.
They are most probably cursed. Yes.
You could spend 30 luck.
No, I really couldn't.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to. I'll take the hit to luck. I'd love to push this even further to try and see if this little web of weirdness is going anywhere. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that twice. Sorry. Hold on.
There is.
Delete me.
You know, Rosemary, I don't even think this is a book I'm looking at.
What?
Oh, it's not. No. It's just to keep this table from wobbling.
Oh, you should probably put that back under there. Otherwise, you know, someone's going to have like a little squeaky desk situation.
Yeah, I'll sort that right out.
I would say with this, with a hard success for the occult, you find there's no poison well.
Okay, perfect.
You do find that there was, let me try and find it real quick. There was disappearances of neighborhood children.
Oh my god.
Reports there's like, you find like reports based of missing children in Boston. And some sort of place.
Yeah.
That was success. Like, it was called the Chapel of Contemplation.
The Chapel of Contemplation. Yes.
And then it was potentially a cult.
Oh, potential cults. We love that. Okay.
But no sort of like
Ruby,
poison well.
Okay. I'll be like, Ruby, come over here. Check this out. Look at this.
It's Savaganda. Oh.
Oh, if it's good for the goose. So, check this out. You ever heard of the Chapel of Contemplation?
Yeah, I have, yes.
You have?
No, I haven't. Sorry.
Oh. Ruby, you.
It's still early for me. You'll have to excuse me. First cup of coffee's not quite hit.
Oh, tell me about it.
That's not a handout, by the way. That's just for yeah.
Okay.
Let me take notes as you say this. So it was the Temple of Contemplation?
Chapel of Contemplation.
Apologies. Chapel of Contemplation. Do go on.
Apparently, there are a bunch of like whack jobs. They all got together. It could be something, but it seems to be going around here. It seems to be something's going on around this house. So maybe all these people getting ill and dying, and oh, that family, their kids got killed as well. And this says that there was missing kids. I think maybe this is
something to look
mystery.
Into.
What do you think of it?
It's bizarre that the parents were killed yet the kids were not. That's what's always bothered me about the information from the other day. I wonder
take
if
a real
it's
sicko to kill a child.
They are about, unfortunately. In my line of work, you learn more than you'd like to know.
Don't tell me my hair's already grey.
But it looks lovely on you.
Oh, I know, I wear it amazing.
You do. What if we were to maybe have a cheeky look around the house?
Oh, you want to go today?
It doesn't have to be today. We can do a little bit more information gathering, perhaps, and head in tomorrow.
So if you want to do more library uses, you can in the library.
Sure.
Or if you want to head to another location.
I would like to do at least one more library check. I know my rolls have been abysmal.
I'll allow the bonus die as well, because you're back in the history of Boston section.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
The bonus skill is messing you up a little bit.
Okay, well, in that case then, I'm not going to waste any more time in the library because I'm clearly finding nothing.
Okay, should I do one more because Ruby's done one?
It's up to you.
Because that would be 4 hours then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So yeah, because 2 rounds of library use. Okay, so I'll take one more look around, see what I find. It's a hard success, baby. I think maybe we need to swap die.
Do you want to spend the look?
To make it extreme?
Mm-hmm.
I already spent some and it's over 5. It seems.
Okay.
That would be 10. Well, it would be 10 from 80.
I will hand you the handout anyway.
Okay. Okay, so if I...
I'm just gonna cry into this book over here.
Oh, don't cry. It's okay, Rube. So...
Should I... Yeah,
we have the house.
Yeah.
Then the house was built by a merchant. Then he got ill. Oh, I think I see what's going on here outside of gameplay, so I don't know why I'm still doing the accent, but I think I see what's happening. 1852, sued by the neighbors to leave the area because of horrendous behaviors. But then I go, oh, check this out, and I say, after the unauspicious demeanor, Corbett wins the lawsuit. His obituary in 1866 states that he still lived in the same place. It also states a second lawsuit was being waged to prevent Corbett from being buried in his basement as provided by his will.
In the basement? That's a bit unusual.
He was a real kook, it seems.
I wouldn't personally want to be buried in my basement, if you know what I mean.
You put me in the graveyard like everybody else. What, do you think you're better than me? Sorry.
I've personally been under the impression that we just let the wildlife had at it, you know? I'm going to rot in the ground anyway.
Oh, you're one of those natural type.
Of course, feed the nature while you know? I'm not going to feel it, am I?
Well, I guess not.
Coolio. Again, if you feel like you've spent enough time here, we can move to another location.
I ain't risking no more dice rolls here.
Yeah, but do you want to risk a dice? Okay. Do you want to risk the dice roll more dangerous?
I mean, it's feeling to read a book, is it not?
Extreme failure. She gets shot immediately.
There's a gun in this library. Bang! Oh shit!
Bang! Terrence got confused and thought we were burglars.
My dear, it seems I've been shot. Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, re-roll the character. No, I'm messing. What would you like to do, honestly?
What are our other options? So we've done We've give the newspaper guy his pictures of Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, we did the Globe.
We've been to the library. There was another place, was there not?
The Hall of Records. Yes.
Is the last place we haven't been. You want to go to the Hall of Records instead now? So morning at the library, evening at the Hall of Records?
I mean, what time is it now, in theory?
So you spent 4 hours in the library. You started at 7. I'd say it's about 11:30.
Oof. Okay. Oh, we could get lunch. No, I'm kidding. I'm obsessed. So Ruth helped us at the Globe.
I kind of don't know whether to spend a little bit more time in the library or if it's just...
Oh, you want a success, don't you? You're getting edged and you don't like it.
I'm not even getting edged, I'm just looking at it from a different room at this point. Because if we did another one, we'd be leaving technically at 1 o'clock, and then we could go over to the other place.
Skip lunch, I was kidding.
We can eat the paper, it's fine.
So hungry.
But I want it to be like a mutual agreement. I don't want to be like, oh, one more risk at the roll.
I'm happy to do records if you're happy being done with the library. I'm not sure what else.
You can split off if you want to as well. If one of you wants to head to the Hall of Records and one of you wants to stay here.
Listen, I know when I'm not getting nowhere with something and I've failed every roll in the library. I'd rather move on.
Maybe I took all your luck. Maybe if I leave, like... I don't mind splitting up if it's just a research section. Sorry, kind of tripped over my words there. I don't mind splitting if it's just research. Like, I make a habit of it if we get into slightly more stressful shit.
I'm happy to leave the library. I honestly am. I'm not talking to it right now.
it knows that you've got books at home. The books at home.
You didn't send us back.
Yeah. We're overdue.
It's like, right, before I get caught with my overdue book, shall we move on?
Yeah. Okay, let's run to records then.
Alright, so the Hall of Records. It is more of just it's a very plain looking building on one of the streets of the businessal side of, it's a new word, hip in the 1920s. The business side area of Boston. Heading in, there's a little clerk just sat at the front desk. And yeah. Okay.
So is this somewhere, just for my frame of reference, so this is somewhere where we would have like archives and like
yes, this
old
place...
papers, old documents, little those index cards where you pull out like the drawer of index stuff. That's that kind of.
I love those.
Yeah.
Is that the Hall of Records?
Yes, that'd be the Hall of Records.
Perfect. Okay, just
guys...
so I kind of know in my head what it is that I'm going towards.
Yeah. If you want to give me a library use, you can check it out. Or if you want to speak to the clerk.
You got this, Ruby. You got this.
Oh, yo!
Look at that! Yay!
An extreme success.
Meeting with you. Records, that's where you belong, honey. Look at you. You're in your element.
I will give you the handout. There we are. Do you want me to read this one? Or
I
you guys?
It.
Yeah.
I'll go over to Rosemary and go, I found this.
Oh, let me see, honey, what you got.
The civil court records show that the executor of Walter Corbett's will was Reverend Michael Thomas, pastor of the Chapel of Contemplation and Church of Our Lord, Granter of Secrets. We've heard that before. The Register of Churches, also available in the Hall of Records, notes the closure of the Chapel of Contemplation in 1912. So it's the church, it's the Contemplation again.
Search it. Yeah, so, okay, so this is this place I was telling you about. Look at this. So now we got a name for it, too.
Okay.
Good Reverend Thomas. Okay. So it says on here, the Register of Churches said that it closed in 1912.
Yeah.
And the Register of the Churches is also available in this building as well.
Yes. So the interesting question I have, and we probably will have to do some more work for this, is if the Chapel of Contemplation, Church of Our Lord, Granter of Secrets is technically a cult, but maybe not a cult, if we check the Register of Churches and the name isn't there, does that mean it wasn't a church?
Or it's a cover-up.
Have a look.
Oh, that actually is...
Yeah, they may have removed their name from the files, if you think about it. They're trying to keep it hush-hush.
Because they closed the Chapel of Contemplation. So we should try and look for this... hold on, I'll be like, oh, should we try and find the Register of Churches? Try and see if it's on... Or is that like pointless?
A plan to me.
Okay, cool. I want to try that then.
I'd say no roll for this. With the extreme success, Ruby would also be able to point out the Register of Churches as well. Following on from this, you do find the church, the chapel does exist. There are references to criminal court records, referring to actions that had taken in 1912 against the police and against the Chapel of Contemplation. However, the records are not present.
Oh, okay. So action was taken against the police.
Can you both give me a successful law skill, please? I say success. Yeah, please roll it successfully. Can you give me a law roll, please?
Get to. Fuck.
Alright.
Oh, hey, they arrested the cops.
Oh, shit. They arrested themselves but let themselves out.
Yeah, they arrested themselves, found themselves not guilty. Who'd have thunk it?
That's good police work right there.
But what you did
there
tell
is a
us,
clerk
just
here,
before we...
So.
Okay, but just before we failed that. So action was taken against the police and the church?
No, action was taken against the Chapel of Contemplation, sorry.
Oh, you said I'm the police.
I apologize. I did mean blah, 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 blah.
Oh, we thought there was like a police insider going on here. We were all like,
no, I thought there was like a war, like a church and state kind of thing going.
Yeah.
No,
okay, so
sorry.
action was taken against the chapel by the yeah, that's whatever.
Oh,
it was taken against the chapel.
Hang on, wait. So was it the police on
info? Yeah.
I think it was on request of the people, or
well, the actual records aren't that dictate all this aren't here.
Right. Okay,
no,
so
I'm thinking out loud.
We're metagaming. My God, just let us meta.
No, it's not metagaming.
no, I mean what I was. No, what I was doing before. I was like, oh well, maybe it's not a church. Like. Sorry. Just let us metagame for a minute. Anyway,
I'm not metagaming. I'm pro gaming.
I'm pro gaming. Yeah, I'm. What is it? Preempting.
Rosemary, what if? Now hear me out.
Yeah.
Do you think the police were going on their own hunches, or do you think it was the reports of the people?
Well, I mean, you'd suspect if people's children were getting killed that they'd be telling the police.
That is true. See, this is why you're the thinker.
Well, I don't know about that.
Listen, you saw my look in the library. I could barely figure out a book from the fucking wall.
You were just excited. There was a lot of books. It was very overwhelming.
So many books. I found a lovely one on a recipe. That's not why we're here. Sorry, I'm getting distracted again.
We can share your banana bread some other time.
Now, I would say... is this another case of the library where it's so many hours per roll?
I'd say it takes a little bit, because it's not as grand as the library. I'd say you took about an hour. And so with the extreme success as well, it was probably about an hour-ish that you managed to find this stuff.
So could I therefore, in theory, roll again? What time? So hang on. I would like to ask the clerk what time they close.
No, yeah, the Hall of Records close about 5 p.m.
Lovely.
What is
can I
it?
have your name, please?
It's Peter.
Lovely.
Peter Stoffel.
You sound like you're struggling there, hun.
Well, with all these records around, it's kind of hard to put them all where or why. Why are you asking?
It's just so we don't overstay our welcome. We wouldn't want to impose on you for too long. You know how it goes.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if, is it, what sort of, can I help?
We're a little bit of a stickler for history on houses, you see. So we're just looking into some records to see if we can find anything on our newest fancy, if you say.
Oh, where's that?
Pause, out of character moment, forgotten name.
The Corbett
House. We're trying to find the records that aren't here about that house.
We were just seeing if you've had anything, because the library's not... I love the library, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have everything, you know? We're looking for something on the Corbett House.
Oh, Corbett House. Yeah, that haunted place. Well, we've got references to building planning, pricing, course of like handouts for when the people board it, when they lose it. Yeah, I mean, is there anything else that you need? Typically, if you're looking into, we don't really hold any sort of, if you're looking into like its past, you know, if there's anything bad happening to it, we don't hold that stuff here, unfortunately. You'd have to go speak to the higher courts in the police station to try and get that information. But other than that, we more than happy to assist in your queries.
Oh yes, we're more intrigued as to, you know, we've got a little bet going on amongst ourselves about the people that live there, you know.
Oh yes, I believe it was, if I remember correctly, the Mario family was the last ones in there. Terrible thing. I heard about the husband, and I think recently the wife as well. Terrible things, really.
Oh really? Oh, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, sanitarium, I believe it was. Husband went mad a couple of weeks after being there. Tried to.
No, you don't say.
Tried to assault. I can't remember who it was. I think it was. There's a guy who works on that street, Mr. Dooley, I think his name is. Yeah, it was real bad.
Dooley.
And yeah, he got sent to the sanitarium. Still there, I think.
Yeah. Oh, is he? Oh, that's...
What, Dooley's at the sanitarium, or the Macario's at the sanitarium?
The Macario, I can't remember his first name. They only were there about a year. I
see.
I think his wife may have gone there as well. I'm not entirely sure.
That's such a shame for them.
They should be here, but again, it's criminal records, isn't it? So...
of course, yes.
Yeah. That sort of stuff will be stored at the central police station.
You know where I can find Dooley?
He works a vendor in on the street. Makes an absolute killing selling cigarettes and newspapers to all the business fancy coat people when they're in there. Well, actually, I'm a bit of a fancy person myself, I guess, with this suit and tie. But you know, when they're...
So just up the street, or...?
Yeah, when they're out on their cigarette break, they grab a newspaper or two, you know, have a bit of a read.
Perfect.
That's a very smart businessman.
Yeah, he is very smart, isn't he? Maybe I should start looking into that.
Well, maybe you could take over if he ever retires.
Ha! I don't have the business or the social skills for that sort of stuff.
Oh, I doubt that.
What are you talking about? We're socializing right now. You're great at it.
Not enough to sell cigarettes and newspapers day in, day out.
Say, hey, hon, you want a cigarette?
I bet you've got some good stories you could tell alongside your sales. Don't sell yourself short.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But yeah.
Okay, well, you have a great day. We're gonna
Thank you.
We're just gonna go. Sorry, I don't know what happened.
Very easy.
You went so valley girl there. We're just gonna go.
We're just gonna go, okay? Like, I don't know you.
You've been a delight, but we're gonna go.
No, it is. You leave the Hall of Records. Where is it that you're wanting to head to?
I would like to. My input would be probably Dooley, if you're good with that.
I would love to check in on Dooley before we start any sanitarium shit. Like,
yeah.
I mean, fucking, it's a crazy train, I guess.
Yeah, start with the victim and then work your way down.
Yeah, totally. Follow.
Yeah, you make your way down to the neighborhood.
Okay, so he's up the street.
Yeah, you find yourself in the neighborhood of the Corbett house. The Corbett house itself is it shows its age. It's a very kind of 19th century house. Surrounded by it are newer offices and businesses, clerks, and stores that have been set up as the people in the surrounding area have either been bought out or moved away from the area. Yeah, I'd say you find like one of those little newspaper stands, Dooley's Bits and Bobs, we'll call it.
Perfect. I think Rosemary's gonna go forward, and she's gonna go, "Hey, hun, do you have menthol?"
I don't know. Nah, we've all sold out of menthol.
You got any Slim Light?
Slim light, what is this?
What, you never seen a woman smoke before?
No, I haven't actually.
Well, you're about to. Get me a slim light.
Hands you a slim light. That'll be 30 cents.
Okay, so she's gonna give him a whole $1.
Oh,
okay.
You want the change?
Well,
or is this a tip?
Depends. That depends on you, hun. You dually?
Yeah, I'm a dually.
You I wanna know something, okay? But you gotta tell me like it's a secret.
All right. I'm used to dealing with corporate secrets. What do you want?
I want you to tell me about what was going on with the car. And like she's like lowering her voice down, like proper gossiping kind of thing, and she's like lighting up the slim, even though she just smokes different not slims. Like
he kind of his face.
She usually smokes a fat cigar.
Yeah. She goes with a cigar. Like yeah. She's at the boys' club. She's at the fucking speakeasy.
Oh god, she's playing snooker and.
Yeah. She's snooker. She's playing poker with a bunch of dogs sometimes. Like.
I'd say at the handing over of $1, his face kind of brightens up a little bit. He feels that you kind of see me. He feels a bit more receptive in like talking and engaging with you. At the very front, at the very start, he was very kind of blunt and like just wanted to get on with like selling his stuff and such. Yeah, the Marcio family. Yeah, I had a dealing with them a couple of years ago. I think it was like a year ago. I got attacked by Vittorio, I think his name was.
Is that the husband? That the old guy?
It was well, he's not old. He was relatively young, poor sod. About 30 years of age, I think.
Oh, wow. He's real young. Okay.
Yeah, he one day just stormed out the house waving a knife and just took a couple of swings at me.
Oh, did he get you? You okay?
He like lifts up his shirt and you can see a scar.
In public? Rosemary faints.
Oh, okay. Boom.
Ruby leans in.
Yeah, the poor he was rambling, incoherent mess, and managed to hit me with a knife. That was then some police obviously stepped in and sorted the matters out, but I remember hearing that he got sent to the sanitarium, Roxbury Sanitarium, that is, not too long after.
Well, you can't go around doing crazy things and not be put in the nut house.
No, I just feel bad for the kids, more honestly. They were, I think, last I heard, I think, they were taken to downward relatives in Baltimore.
Oh, well, you know, it's not the end of the world. At least they're still with family.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I don't know. Is that all you wanted to know?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to know what it was. Everyone says the place is haunted, but how can it be haunted if it's just a guy with a knife?
Well, I don't know. It's a bit of a weird place. Corbett's house was pretty interesting from what I've heard.
You been in there much?
I've never been inside. No, I'm not touching that place with a 10-foot pole.
Oh, big guy like you scared a little bit of a ghost?
I like to keep myself where I'm placed, you know?
A man who knows his station, I like it.
Yeah, apparently Vittorio had a bit of an accident in the building before he became violently mad. There's some sort of like haunting form people have been saying they can see in the windows or something when they're like walking down the street.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The lady of the house, Mrs. Missario, apparently she went mad recently as well. Also at Roxbury Sanatorium, bless them. They could have sent them off to 2 separate places, but I think they can probably catch up from time to time.
Well, I guess couples that go crazy together.
Yeah, right. You're right.
Sorry, I was half expecting you to be like, yeah, women.
No.
Yeah, women are.
Is that all? Do you want to know anything else about the area?
Ruby, do you want any? Yeah, Ruby, do you want anything from the store?
I'm good, thank you.
What about some of these nice hard candies here?
Ooh, I'll have a hard candy.
There you are. Just a couple of cents, please.
Yep.
After I just gave you $1. You rake.
Anything else that I can help you out with? Any other bits of knowledge that you might be able to squeeze out my head, I wonder? Or
oh well. How about is there a Mrs. Dooley?
There is. Yes. I'm
she's
married.
a lucky gal. Look at you. She's very lucky.
Okay.
I still want to point out she was old enough to be.
Yeah. Are you wanting to carry on the conversation with Mr. Dooley, or do you want to move elsewhere?
I reckon he's given us a good amount of information.
Yeah, I think that got us on the right track, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, where are you heading off to now?
Do you want to go get crazy?
Always, let's do it.
Okay, I think we're gonna go to the...
Okay. I will say, you walking or are you getting a taxi?
Oh, let's splash out. Let's go taxi.
Yeah, I got some dollars left. You want to split a cab?
I get the cab. You got the smoke. I'll get the cab.
Oh, you're welcome to have some, by the way. I noticed you haven't been having too many. It's bad for you not to have some.
I know. I really need to make sure I keep on top of that.
Okay.
Not wrong there.
I say you get a taxi.
We're all just sitting in the historical accurate bit there.
I say the taxi does drive past the house. You can see it's overgrown, and you can. You feel like a presence. Like even though you're nowhere near, you feel a presence coming from inside that house. You can see like what looks to be like it. For a split second, you kind of feel like the windows were opening and closing on their own, or maybe it's just the wind. And it's very dark because it's shadow. Even though it's shadowed by the two massive buildings beside it, the area itself just has an unnatural darkness to it. Okay. But you eventually make it to the Roxbury Sanitarium. Yeah, you go inside, you speak to one of the nurses on the front desk. Oh, hi, darlings. How can I help you? I don't know why I chose this voice, but...
You want to change it?
I'll change it when we speak, yeah.
Okay.
How can I help you?
I would like this voice only.
Okay, darling. What can I help you with? Is there someone you wishing to see? Someone you have an appointment with?
Yes. What the fuck is his name?
See, there's a C there, so it looks like Macario, but you say Masario?
I don't. Macario, maybe? I don't know.
We're here to see Mr. Macabre. No,
Mr. Macabre? That's funny.
Mr. Macario? Oh, okay. You do know, do you have a clearance or anything, or?
In what way, sorry?
Well,
Ruby. Ruby. Rosemary like nudges her. You're literally a doctor.
Oh, you're a doctor?
That's why I'm confused. I didn't realize I needed a clearance to see my patient.
Well, your patient. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, okay. We can certainly. I can take you to the room if you want. Just remember that he's having one of those violent days, so just be careful.
It's okay. I assure you, I've handled many a patient in this condition, but I appreciate the heads up.
Okay.
Do we know if he has been pre-prescribed anything for his violent outbursts?
He's on a mixture of sedatives. If I did know sedatives in real life, I would be able to tell you.
He'd probably just be on lithium, right?
Yeah, it would be. Generally back then, they would just eat. It would be lithium to keep them calm.
Yeah, he's on a strong dosage of lithium.
Okay.
But
has he had any today, or?
He has. Yes, he has. He's waiting. We gave him a dose about an hour ago. He'll have his next dose, obviously, when you prescribed it, which was about 7 o'clock.
Lovely. Okay. Thank you very much.
You did say you were from here, right? What's your name?
Quinn. Miss Quinn.
Miss Quinn, right?
Dr. Quinn. Dr. Quinn.
Dr. Quinn.
Make a fast talk roll. It's in the skills.
Ah, there is.
That's electrical repair.
That's electrical repair, but
Bugger.
you shock her.
Shock therapy. Oh.
No.
Oh wow.
Right.
Is there anything I can do to cover? Is there anything I can do, like, cause I'm here? Can I like hyper?
Can I not push it?
Yeah, I'd say you could push it. How are you pushing it? She goes, right. Dr. Quinn, was it?
Yes. Newly. I'm sorry.
You could do that thing in Supernatural where you just start waving the fucking FBI thing around.
I mean, if you require my credentials, I can show you.
Yeah, give me another roll.
Uh-oh.
Come on, game.
Come on, game. I
would like to spend 10. I want to spend 10.
You can't on a push roll.
Why? Oh,
that's
because the rule said so.
That's the rule. She goes, right, okay. Let me just check in the records room then.
Can I inject it with morphine?
Oh my. Hold on now.
Are you sure?
Hold on.
Go on.
It's too much of a risk to do that, but oh, my persuade is really high. Can I persuade her? That has to be something.
How are you trying to?
I say, now look, hun, we know that everybody's busy here. The guy's having fits, okay? He's gonna be thrashing around. Why don't you let the visiting doctor here do her job, because she's phenomenal at it, okay? And you see this? And she gives her one of the slims, and she's like, you can have, you just go take a little break, huh? You've earned it.
Give me a roll then.
Please work. After all that, please work. Oh, are you kidding?
Oh.
Remember, you're not pushing. You can either push the roll or you can spend the luck.
What do you reckon?
It's your destiny here.
I'm gonna push it.
You're pushing it?
Again? Yeah. Do I roll again?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Oh my god.
You motherfucker! With a 2? I could have spent 2. I would have spent 2.
Right.
That's what I was like with mine. I was like, I would have spent 10, but not 58.
If she takes my cigarette, I'm gonna be furious.
She takes the cigarette and goes,
"Fuck you!"
She lights it in her mouth. She takes a drag and goes, "You two wait right here. I need to go and check something."
Fuck.
You are in a hall. There is no one around. You are in front of Macario's room.
We are?
Mm-hmm. She went you down. She walked you down to the room.
Oh, okay. We got like 5.
I reckon we could do a quickie in and out.
I mean,
do you try the door?
Yes.
The door is unlocked.